Home to our 16th president and host a battle once again between two major schools that call this state home, and at the end of the road, a top hat to carry on a presidential legacy. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Illinois' offense is on the field for the first time today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Northwestern's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats will line it up on first and 10. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. In the red area, it's Sanders. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Northwestern. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Illini.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Peace. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Peace. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got his man on the outside. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab. It's Reinbold. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. To the air on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Deep shot for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team, everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a first down.
Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's caught. It's Reinbold. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The run to the right. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Intentional ground. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Peace. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Out Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Flips it out to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and look for room. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. On the run, it's Sanders. Gets it past the marker. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Illinois right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air, it's Daniels. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Holds and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. The running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Reinbold. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. The defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peace. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Northwestern right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peace. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Peace. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Reinbold.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the black foot and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it up to 47. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ugh.